Sempre pensando na segurança dos motoristas, a Allianz acompanhou de perto a evolução do cinto de segurança. Hoje ninguém mais discute sua importância, mas cada vez mais fica evidente que sozinhos eles não protegem totalmente quem viaja de carro. O melhor parceiro do cinto são os airbags. Mas os airbags exigem também alguns cuidados importantes por parte do motorista. O que você pode nos dizer a respeito da evolução desse item?
The number of airbags in the cars have increased very strongly over the last years. You have not just frontal airbags, you have airbags on the side, you have curtain airbags. Even today there's the first car on the market which has an airbag in the rear to protect the passengers. And also the way the airbags inflate and the way the sensors detect an accident has been improved. So for example, we had some testing of sensors here which are much quicker to detect an impact and which then help to inflate the airbag much faster. That's very important, for example, in side impacts where you have little space where the energy can be absorbed, so the airbag has to inflate very quickly.
So if we have a rear impact, it will just high loading on the neck. Now today we have systems that can see coming crashes. Pre-safe is the name that Daimler-Benz has developed for this. Pre-safe says we have a belt pretensioner that reacts if the car thinks that an accident may occur and pulls the belt into this roll, puts tension on the belt, gets you in the right position to keep you there in case an accident really occurs. To improve the airbag as well, we have systems that know how heavy you are and where you are, so they can fire one cartridge, two cartridge, one after the other. That depends on your on the severity of the accident and on the weight and tallness of the occupant.
Because it explodes in front of you, so it really have to be worked around so don't hurt people inside the car.
So there are many things that are important. One thing is you need to be belted, so then you have an optimal level of safety, because the belt keeps you from moving forward too much, and the airbag is inflated just at the right time. So that's a very ideal combination. On the other hand, the airbag should not inflate below a crash, for example, at 15 kilometers per hour, because then it's just occurring repair costs and there's a certain risk, for example, for passenger to get hurt, but mostly these are minor effects. So in total, you can say the airbags make traffic safer, but they have to be designed to provide optimal protection. I think what is important regarding airbag is that there are certain situations in the car where the airbags can be dangerous. One of it is if you put a child seat on the front seat that is facing rearward, you should deactivate the airbag. You must deactivate it because it's a big risk for the child if the airbag inflates. That's one thing. On the other hand, situations can be dangerous where you're out of the normal position, so you should never put your feet on the dashboard, for example, because if the airbags inflate in that situation, it can lead to severe injuries.
What is your opinion about being enforced, mandatory, that we have airbags on our cars in Brazil?
You should, of course, have airbags in the car, because in severe accidents, as already said, the loading provided by the seatbelt may be so high that you might have broken ribs or things like that. And to prevent occupants or drivers from this, it's a very good thing to have airbags. We have significantly lower death rates on German roads since airbags came up. In severe accidents, you will have a very good response to the airbag or due to the airbag.
What is your opinion about being enforced, mandatory, that we have airbags on our cars in Brazil?
You should, of course, have airbags in the car, because in severe accidents, as already said, the loading provided by the seatbelt may be so high that you might have broken ribs or things like that. And to prevent occupants or drivers from this, it's a very good thing to have airbags. We have significantly lower death rates on German roads since airbags came up. In severe accidents, you will have a very good response to the airbag or due to the airbag.